I think the photographs are absolutely beautiful. Now, Ewan, you made me jealous with your breakfast this morning, so I'm going to make you jealous with this apple crumble loaf. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
You're good?
Yes.
Let's cook. Let us know exactly what we need.
I actually can't believe that it's taken us this long to be united in the kitchen.
I know. I feel like we've had this conversation already. Like, you and I, like, we're besties already.
So today we're making an apple crumble loaf because it's all things sandwiches.
Yes.
And, you know, I always do a sweet spin on anything. So
we love that.
We're doing sweet sarmies, and we're going to use the loaf to make the sarmies.
Nice.
And the apple crumble loaf is sort of a twist on a food trend for the year, which is double desserts.
Okay.
So you take one dessert and you take another dessert and you kind of mush them together and you get a new dessert.
Nice.
So here we've got apple crumble and cake.
Nice.
Mix. Okay, so we're going to start off with the cake mixture. And the double desserts thing, it is a little bit tricky because, you know, you're creating two desserts essentially. So sometimes you want to do a shortcut. And our shortcut today is the Sakso quick treats. So we're just going to start with the egg. And we've got some oil and milk that we're going to whisk together. And some vanilla, because nothing is complete without a little bit of vanilla. We've got some lemon zest here, one of my favorite ingredients.
Yum.
And a little bit of cinnamon, ground
It really
cinnamon.
smells so good. Like, you know how hungry I am right now. I'll probably pop out of this dress.
Well, we're going to eat this for breakfast. I mean, like I said, it's got a little bit of fruit in. You know, we can get away with it.
It's the perks of working here, guys. You need to eat this for breakfast.
And then in goes our Sakso quick treats.
Okay.
It's a vanilla mix. And a lot of people didn't know that you can actually, it's not just for muffins.
Okay.
You can make cake with it as well.
Oh, nice.
So
it is a little bit of a shortcut.
Totally.
I love it.
But you don't need to tell anyone. You can just pretend that you made it.
Just the espresso viewers, that's all.
Yeah. They'll keep the secret. Okay, so then this is done. I mean, how easy was that?
That's it?
Yeah.
So all those hours and hours in the kitchen are literally cut into like 2 seconds.
Obviously.
I love that.
Great. Okay, so now it's going to go into a loaf tin. You can also make apple crumble muffins at this point.
Okay.
So you would then just put it into a greased muffin tin.
Okay.
And then you carry on with the topping as normal. Just like that. That's the first part done.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get you to work.
Cool.
We've got some tinned pineapples here.
Okay.
And a little bit of sugar, if you can mix that together for me.
Do you know what I love so much about this? I mean, I usually have issues with apple tart because there's just too much apple in it. And it's like all like, you know, it gets all mushy and gross.
Yeah.
But I really like what the cake does. I mean, it almost minimizes the apple without you realizing that it's, with it still being there.
Absolutely. And you can chop the apple finer if you don't want such chunky pieces.
Okay.
But the key here is to drain your apple well, because you don't want your cake to get soggy.
Okay.
But I mean, you could go crazy. You could use berries. You could use tinned peaches if you want. Add a little bit of oats in. You know, go crazy.
Nice. Remember, guys, the keyword is Sakso. You guys can SMS that to 33728. You guys will also stand a chance to win a really awesome Sakso baking hamper.
So now, while you're busy with that, I'm going to make the crumble mixture, which is going to go on top and give it the beautiful texture. We've got some brown sugar, some cinnamon, a little bit of Sakso cake flour, and then some stork bake or margarine.
I love
butter.
cinnamon.
And then we're just going to rub this together. So this is where you get your hands a little bit dirty.
Yeah.
And use your fingertips.
Okay.
Do you know why?
No. Oh, it melts the butter, right?
No, your fingertips are the coolest part of your hand. So you don't want to melt the butter too much.
Okay.
And you just want that beautiful crumbly texture.
Okay.
Now, while I get my hands dirty, don't you want to pop those on top of our...
Just on top?
Yes, please.
So that almost gives it like that layer at the top that almost like resembles the tart, right?
Yeah. And you don't want too much apple because you don't want it to sink to the bottom.
Okay.
Because you want your cake to rise around it.
Okay, so you can almost, that looks fine, right?
Yeah, and in this crumble mixture, I mean, I think coconut would be amazing in here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then, so just nice, quite nice and rough, because you want it quite rustic. And then that's just going to go sprinkled over the top.
And that almost gives that texture at the top.
Yes. And
remember, if you also SMS the word, you also stand a chance to walk away with this really, really, really awesome steamer from Enchapo. So it's going to be really, really, really awesome. I don't know if you can see how cool this is. From Enchapo, it's going to be absolutely awesome. So make sure you send those SMSs through while getting the ingredients list as well to make this really, really awesome meal. So obviously we shove that in the oven, 180 degrees.
For about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on your oven. But keep an eye on it, and it's ready when it's a beautiful golden brown color and you stick a cake skewer in the middle and it comes out clean. Then you know it's ready.
Then you know it's perfect, right?
And then
with magic TV time, voila.
And we've done
that is what we get.
Sort of the sweet spin on the salmi. We just sandwich it together with some apricot jam.
Yum.
And you can serve those for tea. It's an interesting take on asami.
Or for breakfast.
Oh, yes, or for breakfast.
If you guys want to see exactly how we got this done, check this out.
Stir together flour and sugar, then rub in the butter. Whisk oil, milk, eggs, vanilla, cinnamon and zest. Stir in Sakso vanilla muffin mix, then spoon into loaf tins. Mix apple, sugar and cinnamon, then spread onto cake. Sprinkle on crumble, then bake at 150 degrees for 50 minutes.
So I'm gonna go get my breakfast on. I think we're both gonna go get our breakfast on. So while we do this, we're gonna go pay the bills. Check this out.
Sakso quick treats, oh so easy and delicious.